Howdy, howdy, hi everybody. Welcome to the next video. On the next ship, I was going up the Royal Navy battleship line. Got as far as Tier 5 before the Russian line was introduced. Jumped over, started reviewing those, but I figured I'd get back over here. This is the Tier 6 Queen Elizabeth. And if you've been around World of Warships for a while, you should recognize this ship. This is the non-premium version of the Warspite. So the ships are remarkably identical. If you've played the Warspite, you've got a really good idea how this ship performs. They're very, very similar. A few minor differences here and there, but nothing of noteworthy difference. Anyway, it's one of the most celebrated and decorated ships in the Royal Navy. The Warspite is, that is. Queen Elizabeth is the same line. Anyway, I went ahead and picked up the B hull. Here's why. Yeah, 2200. It's not much, but hey, that's a couple of minor hits that you'll be able to take. The ship is forgiving. It has a lot of armor, as you'll see. I also went with a faster engine because the stock engine is only 22.3, and this is Tier 6. You should have a little bit more horsepower. I did not go with the gunfire control system. Here's why. Yeah, the the Queen Elizabeth does have big guns. 15-inch guns at Tier 6. Huge. But the dispersion is terrible. So you're not going to hit anything at long range, not unless you're really lucky. So there's no reason to go with Fire Control System Mod 2. You can see the main battery there has a reload time of 30 seconds, which is pretty good. This, however, is terrible. 72 seconds for 180-degree turret rotation time? Oh my god. So you know you're going to be using the rudder to aim the guns, as well as getting them to turn. So that's something you definitely want to work on, and we will modify that. 35% chance of starting a fire per high explosive shell hit. That's pretty darn good. These shells weigh about 1,000 pounds. Packed with high explosive, they do a lot of damage. But the AP 11.4, holy mackerel. When these things hit, they hit hard. And that's cool. So going over to upgrades. That's the one I chose. The other ones were eh. This one's kind of eh too, but this is probably the best for me. Pick whatever works for you. This one is a no-brainer. This is a heavy dreadnought battleship, interwar period design. You're not going to need propulsion mod 1 or steering gear mod 1 unless you get a torpedo in the rear end, and that just doesn't happen very often. Damage control system mod 1 is the way to go. In slot number 3, I really thought hard about aiming mod 1 or main battery modification 2, but it slows down your reload time. Yeah, you'll get faster traverse speed, but you lose out on reload time. And I decided I wanted to go with aiming system mod 1. I'll get the guns to turn using other means. Propulsion mod 2 could be beneficial, because this ship is sluggish. But Steering Gears Mod 2 will get my rudder shift time down to 11.3 seconds instead of 20, 21. No, I'm sorry, 11.5 seconds. There's my captain. Don't ask me where I got him, I don't remember. So, I want to know when people are shooting at me. Tells me when to run. There's my other turret rotation booster, so I'll take that. Now we're down to 56.3 seconds on the turret rotation time. Plus the faster rudder, that's going to help. Went with Basics of Survivability. I almost went with that one, but it's not going to do much for you. You're going to push in closer, or the guns are not accurate, so that concealment doesn't help much. That one, well, you're a big target. They're going to try and set you on fire. So let's take a look at the ship's armor. Armor, where are you? Gotta go back to port, I think. There we are. Okay, let's break this down. There are the guns. That's a lot of armor. But look at this citadel. I mean, it's at the waterline. You have so very little of it actually exposed. And then you got this huge gargantuan chunk of lead or steel belt at the waterline. I mean, good grief. This thing has got a lot of armor. That's why it's so forgiving. And of course your superstructure. So let's take a look at her AA. Her AA is quite good. You've got 10 turrets, each turret with 2 guns, 113 millimeter. That's long range. That's 20 guns. Then you've got 32 40 millimeter guns, and 8 of the close range guns, plus 14, 20. You got a lot of AA. You're going to do some damage on the AA. If you wanted to turn this ship into a floating AA platform, you'd have a really good AA platform. Maneuverability, 600 meters with an 11.5 rudder shift. That's really good. Got her speed up a bit. If I'm right, the other tier ships have a turning circle almost 33% larger. Her concealment, 14.4. I think her gun range was 18, but that's not really going to do much for you. If you fire your guns at, say, 15 kilometers, they're going to see you. Yeah, when you fire your guns, everybody knows where you're at. So let's get her ready for battle. I gotta put British paint job on her. Oh my god, they call that camouflage. Makes you stand out like a sore thumb. Good grief. Great AA, good turning circle, mediocre dispersion at long range. Definitely want to push in close with this gun, or this ship. So I'm going to go ahead and give her some flags. What was I thinking? Hold it, wait a minute, what was I thinking? Much better. Alright. So that helped. Got her up to 37% chance of starting to fire per shell hit. Gonna protect her, give her a little more speed. Give her a little more credits. A little more free XP. A little more XP. And flags. This is my very first battle. I haven't put a flag on her yet. Well, gotta put that one on. A few extra credits, a few extra knickknacks. And since my captain looks like a pirate or a Viking or both of them, I'll put that flag on. Why not? Arg. Alright. Let's get into the fight. Now that is a good place to spawn. Right in the middle. I'm going to head off towards C in a crescent. I'm expecting a better target-rich environment at that area. Let me zip ahead a bit in the video. Zip ahead a bit in the video. Little more. Little more. Alright, we had our first enemy show up. He's way hell and gone. Okay. Two, side by side. You press the letter B and you get that communication screen pop up. So I'm glad I got high explosive loaded because there's a destroyer who's decided I need to die. Yeah, right there. So first shots in the Queen Elizabeth. Wow, turret rotation is slow. My goodness. Okay, more lead. Looking good. Oh yes. So I'm at 7.5 kilometers. The dispersion's good at 7.5 kilometers.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
This is where you want fast reload. Oh my goodness. There's a ship about to crash into me. Look at the mini-map. Yep. I cannot avoid a tiny destroyer. I'm a big battleship. I'm probably going to get penalized for that. But look how quickly the enemy can move in on you. That fast. That is another Queen Elizabeth. I'll take a shot in the dark. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Missed. Huh. Oh, this guy's broadside to me. Bad idea. Yeah, that hurt him. This should hurt him even more. Oh, he hit the brakes. Still, I should do good. Yes! You get points in World of Warships by inflicting damage, not by securing the final kill.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
The kill is just the icing on the cake. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. So it looks like the enemies have decided to come over to C. Except for one. Clipped him. That's something. So there's an island between me and that battleship that's closing in. Can't shoot at that battleship, but I can shoot at this guy. Yes. There's a lot of airtime on those shells, isn't it? He's gone. Okay. I've got HE loaded. I'm gonna queue up armor piercing. Because this guy's broadside. Started a fire. Yep. There's a friend right in front of me. Gotta watch out for that. Well, shucks. Only 2 bad guys left. And one of them is about to get torped. Several times. Yep. That leaves only this guy way over in A cap. I can't get over there. So basically we won. As you can see, the Queen Elizabeth is a mid-range hard hitter. And she's forgiving with all that armor. Most folks who play this ship have a love for that particular class of warship. Nothing was more powerful when she was launched. Yeah, I didn't do the ramming. Didn't do so well. Figures. Well, anyway, guys, the Queen Elizabeth, she's a no-nonsense ship. She's forgiving. She throws a wicked punch, provided that your dispersion isn't terrible, and it is. So you're gonna have to work on that. I have not gotten a super container with these resource containers yet. Done it with flags a couple of times, but never with resources. One of these days I'll get one. Anyway, folks, that's the Queen Elizabeth. A lot like the Warspite. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have fun.